wonderful Wednesday. Already, can you believe it? That's what happens when we have Mondays off. So I went with the flower theme today. I have a flower tank top, a little flower in my sweater. So I thought I'd add a pink and green flower to match the tank. All right, so we're in the middle of chapter 2 of Jigsaw Jones. So I have finished 2 and I almost read 3. So remember, our friend Jigsaw is just meeting his new friend Reginald. So let's see what's going on over there. Okay, so let me reread page. You know what? Let me just start over with chapter 2. Maybe we'll just read one chapter today because I don't even remember what went on. Chapter 2, Truce. Reginald's face flushed a deep red. I don't care for your tone, he scolded. I replied with a long, slow yawn. Ho-hum. Reginald brushed past me, yanked open the door, and scowled. Please leave now, he demanded. Loosen up, Reggie, I replied. We're just getting to know each other. That's Reginald, he snapped, and I don't care for your lack of manners. My manners, I gasped. Tell you what, let's start over. Only this time maybe you try to work up a smile. You call me, remember? Reginald's eyes widened in shock. He wasn't used to getting his toes stepped on. He stammered, I dare say yes, perhaps, quite right. He pulled off his glasses, fumbled with them for a few seconds, and then placed them back on his nose. Perhaps we've gotten off to a bad start. He thrust out a hand. My name is Reginald Pinkerton Armitage III, but if you must, you may call me Reggie. A weak smile drifted across his face. I took his hands and shook it. Jones, I said. Jigsaw Jones, private eye. Reginald gestured down the long hallway. Shall we, he glanced once again at my feet. I'm awfully sorry, but it's a house rule. Well, my sneakers were muddy. Stepping on a heel, I slipped out of one sneaker, then the other. I was glad to see my socks matched. Too bad my right big toe poked through like a beach white whale. Again, Reginald's lips headed south in frown. Would you care for a pair of slippers, he offered. No thanks, I replied. Never on Sundays. I see you're a wise guy, he observed. Only when I need to be, I replied. Look, Reginald Pinkerton Armitage III, you told me on the phone that it was an emergency. I dropped everything, hopped on my bike, and rode up all the way up here, up 3 big hills against the wind. I paused, a little weary. You got any grape juice? Grape juice? How about just a few grapes, I suggested. I'll stomp on them myself. This time, Reginald smiled. A real honest-to-goodness smile. All right, then. I'll instruct Madge to prepare refreshments. You're funny, Jones. I'm beginning to like you, too. I'm beginning to like myself, too, I mumbled. Lead the way, Reginald. I'll tag along behind. Reginald started down the hallway. We'll sit in the library, he informed me. We could talk about the case in private there. Reginald brought me to a large paneled room, then left to inquire about refreshments. It was the kind of room you see in old black and white movies before you switch the channel to Nickelodeon. Tall bookcases rose to the ceiling. A large desk filled one corner of the room. A few high-backed armchairs were placed here and there and everywhere. Fancy reading lamps sat beside each one. A dusty gray cat lay snoozing on the rug, warmed by slanting rays of sunlight. A lazy ceiling fan pushed the air around. Reginald returned carrying a silver tray. Milk and cucumber sandwiches, he announced. Oh joy, I grumbled. Reginald sat across from me. I'd like to begin by asking you a few questions. Shoot. He glanced at my business card. Where is your partner? Mila, yeah? Oh, she's tickling the ivories, I answered. That means she's playing the piano. Reginald raised an eyebrow. A piano lesson, I explained. I'll give her the facts later. It's just you and me then, Reginald replied. How splendid. Yeah, ain't it nice, I cooed? I eyed the tray of cucumber sandwiches and decided against it. It was a hard call to make. I was hungry, but I wasn't that hungry. What's so bad about a cucumber on some bread? So chapter 3 is called The Golden Kitty. All right, I'll read one page. I spent the next 5 minutes telling Reginald about detective work. Can you be trusted to keep a secret, he asked me. Trusted? That's up to you, I said. But since you're asking, yes, I can be trusted. Reggie crossed the room to his desk. The dusty cat watched him with a mild interest, one eye open. Reginald opened a drawer and lifted out a small box. He handed it to me. There was a sheet of paper on top with a neatly written list of birthdays. Key birthdays: January 5th, Evelyn; January 20th, Cynthia; March 9th, Imogen; April 3rd, Jules; April 9th, Ada; June 1st, Frederick; June 14th, Basil; October 20th, Gus; November 8th, Douglas; November 31st, Topper; December 20th, Harold. I placed the sheet on the end table beside me. Inside the box there was a bundle of red satin cloth. Look inside, Reginald instructed. I unwrapped the cloth. It contained an old-fashioned skeleton key about the length of a finger. Though not large, it was unusually heavy. I wonder if it was solid gold. What does it open? I asked. That's what I'd like you to find out, Reginald said, and prepare to pay for it. We will stop in the middle of that chapter. So, this key, we need to figure out what is the mystery of this golden key. We will read more tomorrow of the case of the golden key. Have a great day, guys. Bye!